Hey, if you're a drinker, try this experiment at home. Try typing a letter, or remembering a phone list, or doing some other type of problem. Do it sober first, then try to do it after having one drink. You will see a difference. Alcohol is a powerful depressant, and just one drink will affect your judgment, your thinking, your motor skills, your vision, and your reaction time. The first thing to be affected by alcohol is your judgment. Both your thinking and your reasoning becomes impaired. You can tell just by the fact that once you have one drink, you're more likely to have another, and then another. You become less likely to consider the consequences of your action. You underestimate the risk of being on the road. You overestimate your ability to tolerate alcohol. Because your judgment is affected, you are less likely to compensate for your other losses, vision, reaction time, by driving more carefully than usual. After your judgment, the next thing that alcohol affects is your reaction time. You become physically slower and less alert. It takes you longer to hit that brake, but because your judgment is impaired, you're not likely to increase your following distance in order to compensate. You process information more slowly, which affects your perception of other traffic situations. And finally, alcohol affects your vision. It relaxes the muscles that help you to focus and move your eyes, causing your vision to be distorted. Your perception of distance is affected, and you have a hard time gauging how close you are to other cars or to road signs or traffic signals. Your pupils take longer to adjust to changes in the light, so that you're more vulnerable to being blinded by the glare of oncoming headlights. Your eye muscles may even relax to the point that your focus becomes fuzzy and you see a double image. When you drink, bad driving habits you have become more pronounced. Now imagine yourself on the road when it's starting to rain. Let's say you have one drink in your system and some person runs out in front of your car. Can you stop in time? By the time you've had one drink, your motor skills, including braking, have become affected. Can you think or see in time? Now, after 2 or 3 drinks, your decision-making skills are seriously hampered. Your attention span decreases. You take longer to think and longer to act. Can you react in time? Suppose there's a little kid running after a ball they dropped near the road. Can you afford to take that chance? It's important to realize, too, that while alcohol may be the most common drug to be abused by motorists, there are many other drugs that can profoundly affect your ability to drive safely. One example is narcotics, which includes morphine, heroin, and even some over-the-counter medications as codeine, which can be found in some cough syrups. A single dose of this kind of drug will affect your reaction time and your vision and can make you drowsy and unable to concentrate. Stimulants like cocaine and amphetamines affect your perception, your mood, and your attention span, and can make you overconfident and more likely to take risk behind the wheel. They can also make you irritable and easily startled, causing you to make sudden, unpredictable maneuvers. Hallucinogens like marijuana and LSD affect your judgment and distort your perceptions. And there are many prescription drugs that make driving dangerous. Antidepressants often have a sedative effect that greatly decreases your alertness and reaction time. Tranquilizers like Valium affect your judgment, vision, and hand-eye coordination. Even over-the-counter medications, like many cold medicines, allergy medicines, and motion sickness drugs, can cause drowsiness, decreased attention span, and lower reaction time. To me, the biggest consequence of driving under the influence is that you might injure or kill some innocent person. However, it is important to realize the other consequences of DUI here in Florida. First of all, Florida's alcohol controlled substance DUI law is one of the toughest in the United States. You can be charged with DUI if you're found to be driving or in actual physical control of a motor vehicle in the state while under the influence of an alcoholic beverage or controlled substance. Controlled substances include narcotic drugs, barbiturates, model glue, other stimulants taken by swallowing, sniffing, smoking, or by injection, or by any other means. First-time offenders convicted of DUI may face the following consequences. License revocation for a minimum of 180 days. That's 6 months. Jail time of up to 6 months. Fine of at least $250 to $500. 50 hours of community service. A mandated attendance at a 12-hour DUI school treatment if required, impounding of your vehicle for a period of 10 days, and if at the time of the arrest for DUI, the driver shows a blood alcohol level of 0.20 or above, the court may impose stiffer penalties, such as an increased fine of $500 to $1,000 and possible jail time of up to 9 months, in addition to other penalties we just discussed. The answer to validation question number 39 is C, as in cat. Penalties for repeat offenders are even stiffer, as they should be. For instance, for a second conviction of DUI within a 5-year period, the offender might be sentenced to a fine of $500 to $1,000 and up to $2,000 for a BAC of 0.20 or higher, mandatory jail sentence of at least 10 days and up to 9 months, impounding of the vehicle by the court for a period of up to 30 days, a license revocation of up to 5 years if this conviction occurs within 5 years of a previous conviction, 21-hour DUI school treatment if required. A third DUI conviction, especially if it happens within 10 years of the prior conviction, will bring you a fine of up to $5,000. Jail time of no less than 30 days and up to 12 months, impounding of your vehicle for a period of up to 90 days, a license revocation of up to 10 years, 21-hour DUI school treatment if required. Then a fourth DUI would put you in jail for up to 5 years, and your license will be permanently revoked.